Hi friends, welcome back. Today is week 3 of being a problem solver. Who's a problem solver? You are, exactly. And today I brought my friend Teddy. He's here because he got so jealous that Benny got to meet you all last week, and he said he just had to meet my students at home. Right, Benny? That's right. Hello everyone at home. I'm Benny. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Benny. We're so happy. Benny's very talkative, so I might have to tell him. Zip it. All right, so today we're talking about accountability. Yes, today we're talking about accountability. Whoa, that's such a big word. I know my kindergarten babies, maybe you've heard of accountability. Maybe not, but we're gonna learn about it. For my first and second graders, I'm sure you've heard before a teacher say, take accountability for your actions. What does accountability mean? Accountability means taking responsibility for something that you've done, taking responsibility for your action. Oh, that's right. So if I break something, I take accountability for it. That's right. If you broke something, you'd say, hey, I broke it. It was an accident. I'm taking responsibility. I did it, right? If you were not so kind to your friends, taking accountability and saying, you know what? I wasn't that nice. I did it. Accountability is taking responsibility for your actions. Yeah, that's right. And I know that Teddy always takes accountability for his actions, and that's why he has so many friends. People like to be around him because he's honest and he shows integrity. And we know we talked about integrity last month, so we don't have to review that today. But I'm so excited, and I want to first start off by reviewing. We learned 2 words the last time we met. How many words? 2 words. Problems. Problems are things that can be solved or fixed in most cases, okay? And solutions. Solutions are the answers to problems. We know that in order to solve a problem, we have 5 steps. How many steps? 5 steps. The first step is say the problem out loud. The second step is think of a solution. The third step is explore the solution. Fourth step is to pick a solution. And last but certainly not least, step up and try the solution. We learned last week that there's always more than one solution. What did we learn last week? There's always more than one solution. So today we are going to do some more review of our steps, and we're going to talk about accountability, right? Who's responsible for the problem? It's not mommy, it's not daddy, it's not your teacher, it's you. So let's review.
Whose problem is it? Everyone has problems. It's a part of life. And the first step to solving a problem is to say the problem.
Mom, I can't find my shoe.
Well, I guess we know what her problem is. She can't find her shoe.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm the problem solver. I see you are having a problem.
You're a genius. Yeah, I can't find my shoe.
That's great. The first step to solving a problem is to say the problem.
Can you help me find my shoe?
Once you know what the problem is, you have to ask, whose problem is it? It sounds like you're calling your mom to solve your problem. Is it your mom's problem to find your shoe?
Not really.
Then whose problem is it?
I guess it's mine. I could probably find my shoe if my room wasn't so messy.
Exactly. When we know what the problem is, and we know whose problem it is, it's easier to solve a problem.
Hey, I found my shoe.
Okay, friends. So we know that she said the problem out loud. The problem was she can't find her shoe. But then when she thought about it, it wasn't her mom's problem. It wasn't her dad's problem. It was her problem. It was her shoe. She couldn't find it. And that's the difference between big problems and small problems. Not being able to find your shoe, is that a big problem or a small problem? It's definitely a small problem. She recognized that her room was messy and that was why it was hard for her to find things. Okay? So, the first thing that we need to know after we say our problem out loud is we think to ourselves, whose problem is this? Whose problem is this? Now, I bet you're wondering, but what if it's a bigger problem? And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that in just a second.
What's the problem?
I need help tying my shoes.
Whose problem is it?
I guess it's my problem, but I don't know how to tie my shoes.
That's okay. Sometimes we need to ask for help to solve a problem.
Can you help me tie my shoe, please?
Absolutely. You solved your problem by asking for help. And you said please, which is always nice. Maybe later, when we have some more time, I'll teach you how to tie your own shoes.
That would be.
So, this was great, boys and girls. This was so great. It was great because he reminded her that it's okay to ask for help to solve a problem. What did he say, Teddy? It's okay to ask for help to solve a problem. Yes, he said it's okay to ask for help to solve a problem. I want you to know that it's always okay to ask for help. But I want you to try first. I want you to try to open your milk. I want you to try to tie your shoelace. The reason why adults want you to try first is because we want you to learn. It's not because we don't want to help you. It's because we want you to learn. Okay? Try first. Try to fix it. Try to fix those smaller problems. And it's always, 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 always okay to ask for help.
Great, but I gotta run or I'm going to be late.
So the next time you have a problem, say the problem and ask whose problem it is to solve. Then it will be easier to solve your problem.
Awesome. So let's take a moment. We're going to review just a little bit more so I know that you're ready for class this week. Hi, friends. So let's review. So far, we are learning about accountability. Say it with me. Accountability. Your turn. Accountability. That's right. Now, I want to tell you a couple of secrets that I use that help me take accountability for my actions. These are the tips and tricks that we're going to be learning about this week in class. So first, we watched the video with a little girl who lost her shoe. She took accountability and realized that it was her problem. Once she realized that it was her problem, she knew how to fix it. She knew that it was necessary to clean her room, and because her room was so messy, she was having a hard time finding things. Now, let's review. The next time you have a problem, you say the problem out loud, and then I want you to pause and take a deep breath. So for instance, if you have a toy or a game or an iPad or something, and maybe your sibling wants to use it as well, and now this is a problem, say the problem out loud. Pause and take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is the problem? Pause. Take that deep breath and say the problem. And then think to yourself, whose problem is this? Is it someone else's problem? Can you help? If yes, then help. But if it's someone else's problem and you can't help, don't worry about it. I'll give you a great example. If you're in class, imagine being in school. If you were in class and someone was making poor choices, can you help them when you're supposed to be doing your work? No, no, no. You can't help them. And if you can't help them, then you don't worry about it. But if it were something that you could help with, that would be great too. Now, if it's your problem, think to yourself, can you solve it? If yes, great, solve it. But if you can't solve it, which means it's probably a big problem, ask for help. So there are two options. Sometimes it's going to be your problem, and sometimes it's going to be something that you shouldn't be involved in. And that's it. That's the secret tip. Think about whose problem is it? Is it your problem or is it someone else's problem? If it's someone else's problem and you can help them, great. If it's someone else's problem and you can't help them, don't worry about it. If it's your problem and you can solve it, solve it. If it's your problem and you need more help, ask for help. Today's word, we learned accountability. We learned accountability. So I'll see you all in class this week, and I can't wait. I'm going to bring along our friend Teddy. He'll be there with us, and we're going to have a great time. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone.